Hello, everyone. My name is Taylor Jefferson, Director of Marketing and Fan Engagement here at BG. We're doing our second installment of Screech Team with the Falcons. Today we got Trey Diggs and Daquan Plowden of the men's basketball team. I can introduce them, but I want them to talk a little bit about themselves and how they got to BG, and we'll go from there. So, Trey, Daquan, whoever wants to start can start it up.
Day, you got it.
All righty. I'm Daquan Cloud. I'm a junior. Play on the basketball team, like you said. My road to Bowling Green, I want to say, started in the 8th grade, like right around when I started to play basketball. It took me a while to actually get good. I was really terrible. Like I had 2 left feet on the court for a long time before I actually started to believe in myself and have confidence in myself about what I was doing. And then it just kind of picked up from there. Like I was always in the gym, always stayed on the right path, always had people surrounding me that allowed me to stay on the right path. And right around my 11th grade year is when I started to really get recruited. And Bowling Green was one of those places that were trying to recruit me. So I came up on a visit and I loved it. It just felt like home away from home, and that's how I came about being a Falcon.
Thank you, Day. Trey?
Yeah, I'm Trey Diggs. I'm a junior. I'm on the basketball team, like Taylor said. This is actually my 3rd school. I started out at a Division II school in Florida, South Florida. And then I decided to transfer, go JUCO, chase the dream of playing Division I. I started being recruited by Coach Huger early last year, and he was on me strong, showed a lot of interest, and he showed that he really wanted me at Bowling Green. Kind of like a background of basketball for me. I started getting serious into basketball probably 8th grade year. I got moved up to varsity to play high school with my brother, which he was a senior. And that was kind of when I took it serious and was like, I think I want to play college basketball. And then from that point forward, I told myself I was going to play Division I basketball. I didn't get the offers that I wanted out of high school. I went Division II. Opportunity showed itself to go JUCO at a junior college, and then here I am at Bowling Green, and this is the best decision I ever made to come to Bowling Green.
Thanks, appreciate it. So we've got a couple of questions from kids that emailed us throughout the week, and then we'll open it up for kids that may have questions to you directly. But first question we got: what are you doing during quarantine to stay in shape?
I'll go first. It's been tough because we can't go into gyms. Obviously, they're all closed. But I actually have been doing ball handling drills in my kitchen in Bowling Green in my apartment. So I do about a 30-minute ball handling workout every day. I try and run 2 miles every day, and then I also have workouts that our trainer has sent us. Obviously, we don't have equipment, so she kind of changes the workouts up to suit our situation. It's been tough, but we're definitely getting through it.
Yeah, for me, I do my workouts that our trainer sent me. Also, I go on a 3-mile jog at least once a week. Just being here, doing little things I actually was squatting my couch the other day just so I could have something heavy enough to squat.
Excellent. What sport would you play if you weren't playing basketball?
Day, you want to go?
Yeah, I'd probably be playing football. I started out playing football and baseball a little bit, and those were my go-tos. But I think I would have saw myself playing football.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say football because I played football from 7th grade until my senior year of high school. I actually had 4 Division I offers for football, so I actually almost went and played football instead of college basketball. But I would probably definitely be playing football.
Not bad. What is your favorite NBA team?
I'll go first. My favorite NBA team is the Celtics. I started liking them in the Ray Allen days, shooter. So I had to go with them.
Right. I don't really have a favorite team, but one of my favorite teams is the Celtics team that he's talking about with Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Rondo. That was like the time when I really started getting more into basketball, and they were the spotlight team that had all the pieces that I wanted, in the point guard and trying to be a shooter, and how Paul Pierce played and KG attacked the glass and stuff like that. So that's my all-time favorite team, actually.
Yeah. Jordan or LeBron?
Day, I'll let you go.
I want to say LeBron. People would probably debate, but I want to say LeBron. LeBron gonna do he's still going, and I feel like he's gonna do some more amazing things that he's already achieved in his career.
I don't mean to keep agreeing with Dave, but I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with LeBron because he's just dominant. There's really nothing that he can't do. People argue the day and age who Michael Jordan used to play against and stuff like that, but if you just look at it, LeBron just dominates everything. He's a beast.
Excellent. And just an aside to all the kids that are here, if you have any questions that you want to throw in the chat, we can go back to those. So feel free to talk in the chat there, and we'll get to them. Another question that we had: do either of you guys have any hidden talents?
Oh, snap. Oh, that's a good one. So actually, I've been teaching myself how to play the piano, and I actually got my little yes, sir. It's the perfect time. Hold on. I'm gonna show just a little bit of what I learned. I've been waiting all my life for a moment like this.
Talent, baby.
That's crazy. Dang, I've been preparing for this. So I've learned a bit of 2 songs. The first song that I've learned just a little bit of is Coldplay, The Scientist. Let me see. I'm still fairly new to it. And then the song that I'm actually about to play is Linkin Park, Numb. Just a little bit though. I don't know too much of it. Let me see. Let's see if I get this right. A and C. Yeah, hold on. Just working out the kinks real quick. Oh snap, wrong one. But that's just a little something I've been learning about just a little bit. But no, I've been using this time just to try to teach myself a new skill. I felt like this is the perfect time to do it with all this downtime that we have, and playing the piano is something that I really wanted to start teaching myself a while ago, but really just now being able to do it with all the time that we have on our hands.
Excellent.
My hidden talent is I can juggle. I can juggle basketballs, baseballs, bananas, oranges, spray bottles, you name it, I'll juggle it.
Nice. I love it. What is your favorite candy?
Oh. Sir Diggs, you can go first.
That's tough. I'm going to have to go with Starburst being my number 1 for sure. Starburst. But it's close between Starburst and Twix for sure.
I want to say mine's as close between Starburst and Laffy Taffy.
Oh,
wrong with some taffy.
I like it. What is your favorite video game?
Ooh, 2K all day. 2K.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with Fortnite. That's my game. I'm on it all the time. I grind Fortnite.
I like it.
I do Fortnite just a little bit. Just a little bit.
What is the first thing you do after you lose a game? What's your mindset like?
Day, you wanna go first?
Yeah, I can go first. After a loss, I have to get down on yourself, or I try not to get down on myself, but just knowing that, this is a minor setback and we just gotta come back a little stronger, like try to fix those little things that we did wrong that led up to the loss, because there's never just one thing that happens that makes us lose. So just trying to go back and reevaluate and try to find those little things that we can do better that'll help us next time around.
I think definitely the first thing I do after a loss is we get in the locker room and I just make sure that everybody knows that, like, it was a whole team loss. It wasn't just one individual person, because I know a lot of people get down on themselves and try to blame themselves, which you can't do that as a team. And then after that, I watch film on the game, sometimes on the bus ride back, try to see what had happened, what we could change, and then I reflect individually on what I can change and leading up to the game, like Day said, what we can change and do better to try and get a better outcome for the next game.
Excellent. What's the most points you've ever scored in a game?
Oh.
I'll go first.
Are we just talking ever or?
Ever.
Oh.
Ever for me, I scored 31 points my freshman year. I broke the record for most points by a freshman, and I think I had 8 threes. So that was the most I've ever scored.
Wow. I want to say high school, on our road to the state championship, I scored 29 points. Our point guard was ill, so he really couldn't play. So I had to step up in a way and came out with 29 points.
Excellent. This one was mostly for Day, but when was the first time you dunked? I know Trey, you can get up too.
So I remember this. I remember this like it's yesterday. My first varsity game, not my first varsity game, one of our home games, I was overplaying this play from a mile away. Like, I was in the passing lane completely. And it was my 9th grade year. He threw the pass. I tipped it out like LeBron. I got it, and I did when I say this was a major rim grazer, it was so crazy. I went up with the one hand, grabbed it with two, and I just barely dunked it. And I was so hyped. I was like, "Ooh, 9th grade year, this has started something new."
I mean, I'll tell you about my first dunk. I could dunk too. Dave's not the only one with bounce.
Oh yeah. By the end of this, Trey gonna have more bounce than me.
My first in-game dunk was the very first game my sophomore year. It was just like Dave just said. I just stole the ball. I was in the passing lane, fast break off my right foot, 2 hands, and the whole crowd just went crazy because I was the youngest kid on the court, and I just dunked it. So it was nuts.
Love it. That's what we're talking about. We know you can get up, Trey. No one's discriminating against you. So that was the questions that I had emailed to me. Now we've got some time. If any of the kids have any questions for either Trey or Daquan.
Finish the season. Go ahead. Ask them. We want to know. Are you disappointed?
I'm all ears.
Are you disappointed you didn't
get to finish the season?
Trey, you want to start?
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody was disappointed. I think we had a great chance of winning the MAC championship and going to the NCAA tournament. Yeah, it was definitely a disappointment because we had put so much work into it leading up to it, and then being 3 hours away from the game or 4 hours away from the game, and then them calling us and telling us we can't play. It was definitely saddening for us.
Yeah, I was real sad about that. Like you said, we worked so hard all year to get to that point, and going in a few hours away from actually being able to play our first game, it just was like, man, like it's crazy that it's like really going to end like this. And you know, as sad as it was, we had to just, you know, continue moving forward.
Yeah, understood. Thank you for that question. Does anyone have any more questions that you guys may have?
Come on, what are you doing? Stop.
How are you guys gonna
My
do?
dog wants to get in camera.
How are you guys going to do next year?
Day, you want to go first?
Sure, I can go first. I feel pretty confident that we'll do that we'll make it pretty far. Our intentions are to make it to the MAC tournament first, get ourselves a MAC championship. I feel like because we have a lot of our team returning, we're going to have a few more older guys. I feel like we have a really good chance of bringing it all home.
Yeah, I agree with Day. I think we have a lot of experience coming back. A lot of people we have a lot of players returning, and we have 3 freshmen that are coming in, and I think they'll have an impact right away. So hopefully we can just get a ring and just keep it rolling.
I'm trying to get my ring finger.
Good next
You know what I'm saying? Bling, bling.
Do we have any other questions for the guys?
What have you learned about yourself during the corona?
Oh, man. Trey?
That's a good question. I've learned that I've learned how much I like my friends, and I learned how much I've missed them. I've learned that I need to stop taking stuff for granted.
Sure, that's exactly
Anything can be taken away from you. Like the question we had before about the tournament. I mean, we were a few hours away from playing, and just like that, we weren't allowed to play anymore. And I haven't been inside of a gym for 6-7 weeks now. So,
Yeah,
I mean, it's
hurting.
the only thing I can do is go outside to an outside court. So definitely going to try and not take stuff for granted.
And I completely agree. Just like not being able to do things for granted. Because me, I used to actually be somebody who like just relaxed in my room a lot, stayed home, never really like wanted to go out and do stuff, and was just like, you know what, I feel more comfortable just relaxing in the house. And like now, all he can do is sit in the house, and I'm just like, let me out. I need to get out. But something else that I learned about myself is that when I sit and actually focus down on something like just trying to teach myself how to play the piano, like it's very possible. It's just, you know, it's going to take a lot of work. But the amount of patience that I have to be able to do it is something that was kind of highlighted. Relax.
Oh, yeah, I'll add something too. I definitely learned self-discipline also because, I mean, sitting at the house, all you have to do is play video games and you can eat food all day. And I can eat all day, but I got to tell myself to eat right, not play video games till 4 a.m. Like, I just got to try and stay on the schedule. So I definitely learned some self-discipline through quarantine.
Excellent. Does anyone have any more questions before we
Thank
wrap
you.
it up?
Has
Yeah,
anyone in
nope.
your family got coronavirus?
No, thank God nobody's gotten coronavirus
Yeah.
in my family.
Thank God that nobody do. Get off of me.
Everybody's healthy right now, so hopefully we can keep it that way.
I have two beautiful kids right here. My lovelies, who is somewhat snacking on me at the moment. Get off, please. Stop it. Can you say hi to the camera? Hey, give me some. Give me some. Give me, Clay. Okay, yeah, she's very entertained.
Is there any other questions for the guys?
That breath, oh, Lord.
All righty. Well, I'd like to thank Trey and Daquan for doing this for us. This has been a fun session of just getting the student athletes to talk to the Future Falcon Kids Club members. Next week, we got volleyball coming up. So it'll be same time, same place. So again, thank you both, and thank you all to the Future Falcon Kids Club members for coming out tonight and asking some questions from the guys.
Yeah, no problem. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you. We appreciate you
Thank
guys for
you.
having us.
No problem.
All right. Thank you, everybody, and go Falcons.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Talons up.